And for the first story that you should have heard of, King of Fighters 15.
It
or
exists.
14, excuse me. 14 is actually coming out. It's coming out for PS4.
It exists.
That is...
I had to drink to that. I had to stop and drink to that.
That is going to be...
It goes back to what I've been saying. It's really been like my keynote for the entire year that we were getting spoiled with fighting games.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking spoiled, and it's great.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we know SNK's going through some hard times.
I don't think they've gone through some hard times. They just don't release shit in America. Really.
But they got bought out.
Yeah.
Then they got remember, I don't know if you remember, they started making Machiko machines too.
Mm-hmm.
And gambling machines, and they've gotten into that. The parent company is kind of getting on that board.
Yep.
So kind of like
these Japanese companies really want to do some gambling.
It's like, do we really need to even be doing video games anymore?
I wonder who dropped who planted the seed for that idea.
I know, right?
That they need to go into gambling. I mean, they're pretty protective of how they run their country and stuff like that. And like, gambling has not been good in a lot of the companies that have had gambling in it. So,
but you can't deny, much like marijuana, how the legalization of a certain vice makes profit for the city. You know, I mean, it basically supports Jersey. Vegas
kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up, and I like folk from Jersey, but you know, I'm right. Yes, it basically supports Jersey for the most part. Vegas, it's basically the Dubai of fucking America. Is a desert fucking gambling spot. But yeah, so King of Fighters, they showed a little clip, and Lone Wolf, tell me what you thought before I start talking.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
For what? Be specific.
I'm excited that there's a King of Fighters game coming out.
That a King of Fighters game exists.
That is the reason
I will drink to that.
I'm a little bit bothered by them doing.
Bothered, you say?
Yeah, when you see the trailer, it comes up. It's like it shows off like that 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so it's showing the lineage of King of Fighter, which I love.
Yes.
Was never as big of a Street Fighter fan. No, was never as big as a King of Fighter fan as I was a Street Fighter. Loved, adored Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury was my shit. Probably Samurai Showdown was one of the first video games, like fighting games, that was like, holy shit, this is so cool.
Oh man, freaking Haomaru.
Oh god.
I love fighting with that and like slicing people in half, and they'd be they just like sit there for a second, and they'd be like,
and then it goes whoosh, and the blood like
blood goes there. Or no. My favorite one was when I first did this. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. Like you cut them and they're like sitting there, and you just see the top half just like slide off the bottom half.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah,
and like oh yeah, you would slice them, and like maybe like and this was a big I guess SNK because they made Metal Slug and everything too, right? This was a big their cabinets.
Yep.
Like you would slice something and you would slice the guy, but in the background, like the wood would like slice too.
Yep.
And it went and geese. Oh, how many quarters did I spend on fucking geese?
Mr. Howard.
Oh shit.
Oh, Mr. Howard. Howard
you get to the
fucking, was not fucking
you
around.
Get to the fucking he was the boss.
Like, Raging Storm.
He was a boss character.
And then like hit you with a Raging Storm,
and like it'd be over.
And
it'd be boss rage was real, and you run out of quarters, and he'd just be sitting there laughing at you.
Yeah. Friggin' afterwards Terry be like, geese.
Like just the freaking like quarters and like the bowling alleys that I was so salty in. Just bad memories. Good memories. Good times, but bad memories.
Yeah, they
I got special quarters. You want to play again, man? Fuck that game.
Yeah. I would play until I ran out of quarters, and I'd be like, no. That little like panic when you run out of quarters.
Because you only got about 10 seconds to find some more quarters, or your progress is gone.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about arcades, people. Yeah. People that don't know what we're talking about.
They've gone for the most part gone the way of the dodo.
So what concerns you again?
Then the trailer goes on, and you see Kyo Kusanagi.
Kyo, he's got the
Kusanagi flames that is tied to the Orochi power.
I wasn't sure if that was Kyo at first.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure too until he used the flames.
flame-
I was like,
the moveset
I was
was
like,
the same.
okay, that's,
Yeah.
that's and the clothing too. The clothing
Yeah.
gives away a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, but it was 3D, and that worried me. It worried me.
They've done 3D before.
Maximum Impact was garbage.
I had Maximum Impact 2.
Maximum Impact.
It was a Maximum Impact, and there was Maximum Impact 2.
Both Maximum Impacts were garbage.
I played them.
They
though.
were garbage.
Did you play 'em?
Garbage.
Did you play 'em?
Garbage. I'm not saying that they're garbage for my health. I played the fucking games. I bought both of them because I was like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Like, okay, the EX series for Street Fighter wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't half bad.
No.
There was a 3D. I bought for PlayStation. They made a 3D Fate or Fury game. That
Nice.
that shit was awesome. That game was so much fucking fun. And it was 3D, like you fought in the 3D plane, but it was like on PlayStation 1. So yeah, it was on PlayStation 1. So it had that like kind of like janky movements.
It was very slow, probably, huh?
No, it wasn't that slow. It was
okay.
actually pretty decently paced for 3D at that time.
Yeah.
And then I was already into like King of Fighters. I got the first King of Fighters I played was the first King of Fighter I think I played was 95 or 96. I played at an arcade and I was like, oh, fucking shit's awesome. It's like, this isn't Street Fighter.
Yeah,
what is this?
They have a lot of diverse character models and just like ways of playing stuff.
The one that I enjoyed the most and I still enjoy is my favorite one is 99.
Yeah.
The Millennium Fight. Oh god. I have a disc version.
And after that, they teamed up with everybody in 2002 and did the crossover, which was very good.
Oh yeah, that was the Capcom versus SNK series, and
which actually introduced a lot of people to.
Yeah. It was SNK. Yeah.
The Chaos. They had a Chaos game.
SVC Chaos, and they had the.
I didn't
have
the actual one. Yeah.
And then they had the two.
Actual
and then they had
Capcom versus.
They had EO, which was for the GameCube. But
I had it for Xbox too.
Yeah, they like. Anyways, continue.
So we find out this kill.
I'm like, oh, it's in 3D. That's something. And then they showed off Iori Yagami, and they're like having like fighting thing, and they're fighting on like this like really like all King of Fighter stages have like something going on in the background, like crazy. The last few have just been like something's going on. There's always like movement everywhere, and the ones that don't have movement, they really like stick to that atmospheric thing for like the backgrounds.
Fat ladies eating.
Yeah, so they're fighting, and it's all on a 2D plane.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going the direction like Street Fighter's going with the whole like 3D 2.D or 2.5D
yes
fighter thing. I'm kind of like, where you guys have shined is in the 2D fighters. I mean, I liked it when they went from sprites to actually hand drawn animation. I think it was in 11?
13. Well, 13 was in.
No. It was either 12. It was either 11 or 12 that first did, and then 13 followed that trend because 12. Like some of the designs.
Let's talk about 13 for a second. So 13 came out, was highly praised for combat mechanics and everything like that. A little bit difficult to get into because of just the level of the layer of shit that you would need to know already.
Yep. That's with any of the friggin' SNK games.
Yeah. But the tutorial really did a really good job of getting you caught up.
Yeah.
But at that time, online was everything. Online, not great. At the time, Street Fighter had just rebooted. The legacy of King of Fighters in America wasn't that awesome, but 13 was a extremely good game. But you have to have online now to do anything.
Yep.
So let's pick up from where you finally said, okay, you're doing this 3D.5. They're doing this 2D.5 thing. You see Kyo do his move. What did you notice about? What did you?
Them rough ass flames that he was shooting out his hand.
This shit looked like PS2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No. It looked like PS2 when it did the zoom in on his face before the fighting, and I was like, You guys are fucking serious?
Like, okay, we know that this is like early concept for the game, of course. But why, oh why, would you show that? Like, don't even show any gameplay. Just show like that. If they would have just been like, King of Fighter 14 exists, bam, holy shit.
Yeah, but like,
but
this
like
is just
showing, like did they think this was something to show?
It looked bad.
It looked, especially,
and it wasn't even the fact,
and especially after playing, all right, after having been played MKX for last year, and even though there were two totally different types of game, then playing the Street Fighter 5 beta, looking at how gorgeous that looks, and then seeing this is just it seems like a lack of not only polish, because like I said, early beta, or early, extremely early scenes of the game. I mean, the background doesn't even look like you're in a cage or something. Doesn't look like anything's going on. So extremely early, but a lack of maybe, I don't know, caring.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Even for the Japanese,
and it doesn't make any sense when you see games like Street Fighter 5 that's going to be coming out. Hell, fucking Guilty Gear.
Even Guilty Gear, yes.
Guilty Gear XR.
That's what I thought it was going to. I thought, okay, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, they're going the Guilty Gear route. It's going to be still 2D, whatever the case is, but it's going to look really, really like, animated, like an anime look, like Guilty Gear, which I'm totally fine with them going that route. If they could keep the same mechanics of the game and how quick, because what you call is a very quick game. It's a very fast game, fast paced. Like, you got people who are playing King of Fighters and know how to play King of Fighters. It's a very fast paced game.
It's a fast paced game, but it's very very technical.
Yeah,
very technical, because it's not like, and some people might get upset. Some of the Street Fighter guys might get upset, but Street Fighter is technical in its sense with a lot of its gameplay. But King of Fighters kind of like puts a lot of the Street Fighter tech to shame in a weird way.
It's more King of Fighters has more of a Tekken-esque input to some of their moves. Like, some of their moves are like really long. It's like da da da.
Their combos, their basic moves are really simple.
But when you get into those combos,
the combos, because they have like other pieces to the combo,
exactly,
and stuff like that. So it's not just like
input button is like, has to be,
it has to be like spot on, or you're gonna mess,
or it's not gonna
up.
You're not gonna get it.
But it looks rough. It looks
really, fucking rough.
It looks really, really rough.
Like I said, but this is like to a Tokyo Game Show. I mean, hopefully was this pre-TGS or this is
TGS. This is show that off at TGS.
Like, maybe you never know with a Japanese crowd. Maybe to a Japanese crowd, this is exactly what they wanted. I can't imagine it is.
It looks like,
I can't imagine it is.
The visuals for it look good when it comes to like how the models look at a distance.
Yeah.
But when you get up close to them, they look rough. When you just look at it, it's just like it's kind of inexcusable how some of the stuff looks. Like, it looks off. Like,
yes,
I'm looking at it right now.
Yes,
and like some of the texturing on like the models are just like, oh man, gosh, come on. Now, I say
granted, this is extremely early prototypes.
Yeah, and I say
it's
this,
going to change.
I say this, and for all I know, it could change, as well as the gameplay might be solid.
True.
The gameplay might just really be solid, but like, I look at it and it's like, it just doesn't.
I'm gonna say, in fighting games, graphics count. Fuck
yeah.
that. But you know what? As long as the game is good, fucking internet connection, right? We could play King of Fighters with as good a connection as a Street Fighter or MKX, and around the world. If that's, and we're at 60 frames per second, that's a good starting. If you're going to be a fighting game in 2015, 2016, things you need. Shit needs to look good. Okay? In my opinion. Because the bar has been raised this year. With the release of MKX and Guilty Gear, the bar has been raised. Secondly, 60 frames per second. Gotta have it. And lastly, that internet, forgive me, Ed Boon, but the net code Like that shit has to be there.
You know, there's no such thing as netcode.
I do know. The shit has to be there. So those are things deal with graphics being spot on if those things are in place. So I'm optimistically excited, but man, I would have been way more excited if they would not have shown any actual gameplay. I think that might have been a mishap on their part.
Yeah, I think they should have waited a little bit before they and tighten this up. And if this is what the game's gonna look like, at that point I just hope it plays really well. Seriously, I just hope it plays really well. Just when you have like PS2-esque graphics, hope y'all got that gameplay type.
Oh man, that kind of goes into what we're gonna talk about next: sequels versus updates.
Because video games.
Best kept secret.